Fiddling update, Danny Boy here. We're back with more Transport Fever on the modded map. We're down here in the USA, the south. Well, actually, we're down here in Mexico, really. The USA workover is complete. Again, it's just the same as the others. The lines are exactly the same. They've just been reworked to make them sort of more efficient. We're down here in Mexico, for we've got fit is this. It's a Pittsburgh tram. In the USA, we're running the Pittsburgh trams. Up in Canada, we've got the Toronto trams. If we go into a depot, if I can find a depot, it's up here. So if we go down, we've got these Pittsburghs running all around the USA, and we've got these Torontos up in Canada. This is the German tram that I was using over in Germany. We've got another Russian tram here. We've got the buses, which are these, I do believe. Oh, bit of clipping out as it nosedives through the road. This is the twin coach 44S. Now the new bus, the GM Fishbowl, is available, so I'll probably upgrade these. Not just yet though. Here, this is the intercity line, which is still the same. We're still running Hiawatha's in here. Details are 24 years old, so I probably will replace them soon. Probably when I come straight back into the next episode, because it's going to be a USA episode, and I'll be doing little upgrades here and there. So that's still the same. If we click on the station here, in fact we can see it. This is the West Coast intercity train. Here is a Zephyr that now works. Before this was carrying zero, it never carried anybody. Now it's actually getting people on it. So we're still running the Zephyr and the Hiawatha on there. That isn't changed. Still no other lines coming out of Cancun or Mexico City yet, but there will be ones going up to Las Vegas. Over here in Los Angeles, we've got the airport upgraded. As you can see, it is sticking out to the edge of the world. There's not really much I could do about that. And I suspect when I come to upgrade it again, it'll be even further out. If I do upgrade it again. Everything's still normal in Los Angeles, same buses. No goods coming to here yet, but there will be soon. If I can see a train. Maybe if I click on that, there we go, there's the trains. So you'll see the Zephyr peeking out here, peeking out. That's going to San Francisco. Here's the West Coast Intercity train. We've got the other Zephyr heading back to San Francisco. Here we've got the Las Vegas to San Francisco Express. This isn't a change, but the line has been reworked a bit just to make it a bit more smoother. Obviously Las Vegas is on this hill, so every line needs like to come up in order to get in it at some point. But no, that's running fine. We've got a plane there. I'm assuming this is Alaska to Las Vegas. It is. The Alaska airport's been upgraded. That was a real nightmare. We'll push play again. We're coming to the end of the year. This is the Las Vegas to New York line. Again, it's the same train, but just the line has been reworked so it's much smoother. Gets up to its top speed much better. We're running the class, the GG1 Conrail, but it's the bicentennial version. So it's got the stuff on the side there, which I'm not really sure what all that stuff actually means. But we'll head over to Miami now. Miami, the airport has been upgraded. This is a flight going to Edinburgh. Now, as I said before, I can't upgrade Edinburgh Airport because there ain't enough room, unfortunately. Again, we've got... Ooh, wait a minute. This does not look good. You're there. You are there. Why have these no spaced out better? Push play. I'll see for the next train is I'll maybe hold that train for a while. In fact, I will. stop you there, let him run on. At least we'll get to the end of the year. I've never reworked this line at all, I've just left it because I quite like the intercity route. I don't like that bit, but oh well. Right, so you head on up. I'll keep an eye out for the next train. Is here, you're there. Here we are into the next year. Once all this stuff comes down, once we see if we've won, if we've won anything. I was about to say only one train, that seems odd. So the class 1042 tankers, V16 de Havilland, some carriages, some more trains, and I bet you there's more, but you just can't see it. So at the start of the next episode, what I'll do is I'll go through all the depots and stuff and see exactly what we've unlocked. This should be a Pittsburgh. Oh, it's a Toronto. Ah, okay. On routes, on cities, for there are airport tram lines and standard tram lines. I've got two different sets of trams. This scene will probably be a Pittsburgh, it is. So that's running the standard tram line around Miami, far as the Torontos are doing the airport line. A few people waiting to go to Edinburgh there. The plane should have a full load when and if it comes back. We shall head down here to Atlantic City, where the stone is rolling in again. How much stone? How much is waiting here? This has just started again. Plenty slag. We've got the trucks going, the Studebakers. I hope that is the right truck. He's got construction materials, so that's fine. We're also running a train. If I pause it for a second, we've got this, the big boy again. He's running stone from the quarry up at Chicago, and I've put these hoppers on them, and it now carries 540 stone, which is pretty amazing. It's pretty long. I did rework some of this route, but this section I had to leave the same. So he comes in, drops off stone. Here is the... He's actually got 129, but these carriages are glitched. Now this is the GMP9, and it's the Amtrak version. I couldn't actually find a livery for trains that sort of deliver stuff round about this area. Like there are ones for Canada, like and also the Union Pacific, Rock Island, and which is Chicago, and there are some others like Santa Fe and stuff like that I can use in areas where they've been used, but here I just sort of used an Amtrak. So this is the reverse and forward, or the forward and reverse train there. It's a multiple unit, a diesel multiple unit. So he is heading down here to deliver construction materials to Pittsburgh. Now I don't think, or I actually do think, yes, I've got this train running back and forth from Pittsburgh to Atlantic City. It's a Amtrak, I cannot remember if it is the type of train. It was supposed to be like a European conversion of an American train, but I downloaded the Amtrak livery or paint or repaint from the Steam Workshop, and now they all come with a Amtrak rework, so we're using that there. Head across here. There's a plane. Who are you and where are you going? Amsterdam to San Francisco. I'll still upgrade the planes. I will probably do that in the next episode. Here we are at San Francisco. Lots of passengers waiting for various different lines. Is there anything waiting to go to Las Vegas yet? 3, that's good. Is there anything on this? 10, that's good. So, a few trains there. I'm intrigued to see if this is. I think it's just an intercity. It is. You are heading back, and you are heading back. They could have been spaced out better. Managed to get the airport upgraded. That was another nightmare. But when I go to upgrade it again, it should actually fit in the world, unlike the Los Angeles airport. So San Francisco is growing nicely. Everything population was in decline because I stopped a lot of routes. Again, we've got Zephyrs. No, we don't. We've got these Amtrak's again, running from San Francisco to Seattle. Airport in Seattle upgraded, but we've not got any routes for it yet. If we head over, we've checked out Atlantic City, we've checked out Pittsburgh, but there is a line, I believe it's this, it is. If I push play, this again is the same as we did in the last, before I reworked the lines. I just made this line flatter but kept the same train, which is the PPR GG1 in grey to match the New York Central wagons, because it is actually heading to New York. Now he gets a fair decent amount of passengers, so that's good. Here's this train, the Amtrak freight train, delivering stuff here, and away they go. Perfect. Is he still unloading? He is. So most of it's going to Pittsburgh Combat Road 2. Doesn't really matter if it goes to it. The trucks are sort of dealing with it quite nicely. We'll have a little ride on board with this guy as he heads down. These Hiawatha's are looking quite old, so I will replace them with Alcos and get them running up and down each side, the west coast and the east coast. So this part is actually the same, because Pittsburgh station is quite high up. This is quite flat, so I've just left that as is. If I push pause here, we'll get a better look at this. There it goes, in grey, with the New York Central coaches. Here's the other one running to Las Vegas, 14 of 120. It's no bad. Here is the Stone Quarry in Chicago. Here is a big boy. This scene is the one that heads down to Boston. It's the Boston Stone train. This is the other one that goes to Atlantic City. So this just needs to up production. Production upgrade in 7 months, and these trains will start to get full. There's 4 of these going down to Atlantic City and 4 of these going to Boston. So that is all good, and we've got the, I've made this line a lot flatter, but I've kept the same train on it, the New York City Alco. So he's running back and forth. He's got 26 or 114, and the lines have just started again, so they are picking up. I need some more lines coming out of Chicago though. We'll probably get one to Seattle, Pittsburgh, up here to Vancouver, Calgary, and all that. We'll get that done as well. This is a Rock Island GMP 9. It is currently carrying 16, so no great, but I made the lines separate for the construction materials from the stone line, so the big boy won't get held up by any other trains on the line. We'll head down here to New York for the fuel train, which is there. It's just delivered. It's waiting on a free path, which I find extremely hard to fathom. We're running these New York Alcos, 2 facing forward, 1 in reverse. So I think that looks pretty cool. It's got the New York Central line. He's just dropped off fuel. 300. How much is in here? 98. And I'm sure I've got trucks on here. I do. Okay, happy with that. I was just checking. Upgraded the airport. Still haven't upgraded the planes. There's a Junkers coming into land from Moscow with nobody on it. Nobody on it here. Ah, okay. I see why, right. I need a section of street to go in there. Right, now it'll work again. Again, the same trams and same buses. So that is the freight train. There should be a coal freight train. There it is. or a Conmat freight train. It's got 54. We'll push play, let them cruise past. He's got a slight hill. I want to actually see if he's waiting for. Is there no signals here at all? No, there is not. Let's fire some signals in here. Then he should be able to move. Because I reworked this line. I've obviously just forgotten to put signals in it. So if he doesn't clear, if this train doesn't clear the station, then it just waits forever. What happened there? Right, we've got slingshotted across the map. So let's have a look in here and see if we've got. We've got U 162. Is he still waiting to get full? We've got a big boy here picking up crude oil, 450 crude oil, which is good. This thing is going through it at an astonishing rate, so that's good as well. Fuel must be just getting shunted straight to these trains that are. So we've got the New York City Alco there. We've also got a separate Alaska fuel train. So, and we've got this New Haven GMP9 as well, which runs fuel back to Boston. We can get rid of these. So they're waiting for full loads. He's heading back. This is the other Boston train here, patiently waiting to get into the station. And hold on, out of Calgary we also have this. It's a double-headered. I've double-headed this because this actually goes up and down this hill, and there's no way to combat that. It will always be going up and down the hill just because New York is lower down than Calgary is, unfortunately. But that's the line we've got on there. This line actually does pretty good as well. So let's see what else we've got here. Alaska crude train is coming in with 0. That sucks. Or is that the unit's leaving with 0? No, this thing's coming in with 450, which is perfect. This is a Canadian Pacific train. It's actually, we're not really on the Pacific coast, but it's Canadian and it's heading up to Toronto. This will be the Toronto fuel train, of which there is 35 waiting. And I got it to wait for a full load though, so it's okay. Toronto will need to grow a bit before that happens. I could wait to sit for a full load. Full load, go for it. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of each train running on each line just to keep things sort of continuously going. So these trains, are you almost full yet? We'll slow it down. 268, you're almost full, and this New York train is almost full. And a ridiculous amount of fuel waiting here. Probably get more trucks on that Calgary Fuel Road 1. So that's all the fuel trains, apart from, if I can find it, Alaska fuel train. This is a class 9000. So this will probably be one of the last of them, unfortunately. I could set time to wait for a full load. He wouldn't interfere with any other trains, or will he? He may interfere with some of the trains. Toronto Fuel is on platform 1, which it can't be. Right, this train is heading out. It does take up, it will take up room if because it's coming in on this platform, which I don't want it to do. Platform 3. So he'll just take a pick up and go every time. He can't wait for a full load, or he'll just end up holding up everybody else, which we don't really want. There's the New Haven train is gone. Hopefully this guy will be, there he goes, he's ready to go. Away he goes. Another 444 crude coming in. So that is perfect. Now if we go to Calgary, we've got this, the Calgary to Alaska Express. This is just a standard Pacific Railroad PRR GG1, and it's standard brown colour with the Pennsylvania Railroad coaches. Even though we're not really anywhere near Pennsylvania, I still wanted to keep using them because I quite like them. So that's everything that's happening in Calgary. Let's head to New York. Right, who are you? We've seen that train. So we're almost finished our little tour around America. There's a few trains missing that I would like to see. Ha! Right, this one for a start. This is New York City to Alaska Express. Push play. Let it cruise past. Got the power assisted Alco in the front. And we've also got a single unit on the back, which I think looks pretty smart. And plus it's starting to do really well. 84 out of 84. It's got a long distance to cover, so the extra power with the reverse unit on the back really does help out a lot. Now if I sneak down here and get in here before this New Haven train, we're running this, which is an electric train. I can't remember if it's called, but it's got the New Haven livery, and we've got the New Haven EP5 with the New Haven coaches. So we've double headered this in just to keep its speed up. Looks pretty smart. So that is that in. If we head over here, we'll see some more stuff. Like this is, no, we've seen this. This is all construction materials trains. If we head over here, the other New Haven train is in there. Let's see how much he picks up. 53 waiting, that's not too bad. The construction materials in Boston are doing great. These ships are getting a full load, but I am going to upgrade them to the Russian ship, and I'll do that at the start of the next episode. Now running up to Alaska from here, we've got these new, oh crap, hold on. We've got these New Haven Alcos. Again, one facing forward, this time two in reverse. So doesn't really make a difference why they go. But he is now carrying 264 320. This big boy has just delivered. Lots of stone waiting to be picked up by road. The rest is doing quite good. Quite impressed with that. Warning. The New York City Loop Line train is old and needs replaced. Okay. They're really interested in that. All the loop lines have been kept exactly as they were. So we're going through a fair amount of stone. It'll be upgraded in 6 months, and hopefully these lines will all be full. If we click in this in, this is the train going to Toronto. It's another New Haven train. I could have put a Canadian Pacific train on here, but I just left it as the New Haven train as it's coming out of Boston. How much is waiting for you? 75. No magnificent, but it's pretty good nonetheless. It's better than nothing. Right, this train here, if we go up here, this is another New Haven train, except for I've got one at the front, and if you can see here, one at the back. So I think that looks pretty smart as well. And that's the Boston to Alaska route. Here's the Hiawatha. This has all been reworked, so it's much better now. Here is our Alaskan crude trains, 450. The Class 9000 heads down here, splits off here and goes into the depot here. Now Alaska must be pretty full in construction materials. Ooh, almost. The fuel's looking pretty good as well. So we just do what I need to get commercial stuff. We have got food coming in. What did food say? Food said 716.04. Strange. Over here though, we'll have a look at the food train. Slightly longer than previous. It's only got 9. This should be full, which it is. So 9 of 360, but you'll get another 152. Again, we've just got 2 Alcos on here with the Great Northern boxcars. Sorry, I can't remember if they were card there. So that works kind of fine as long as that ship gets in, and the Russian train feeds this quite good. These ships have always got a full load now. Airport been upgraded. If we here look over here, there are no trains. There is one, the Alaska to Toronto branch line, which has got a full load. We're running an Amtrak on here, just to change it up a bit, because we've been using quite a few Pacific Railroad GG1s as well. It's the Hiawatha on the way back. We've got that's our fuel train for Toronto. So they're marking, the trucks here are doing pretty well at distributing stuff, so I'm happy with that. There's one more train to see, and then that'll be the end of the episode. If I can find one. There it is. The Ottawa to Toronto branch line. So, hey, we've got a few things happening here. This is pretty much the last train. So, that is the rework complete for our sections of the map. So the next episode will actually be an episode, will be on episode 89. I will replace some vehicles and start some new lines on the go. I'll be replacing vehicles everywhere that I probably should have done during this, but I'll also go through the vehicles that I unlocked as well, just so you guys didn't miss anything. But that is pretty much it for me. This has been Transport Fever. If you did actually watch this and you'd like to leave a like or comment, feel absolutely free to do so. And if you'd like to see more of how this series pans out, then hit the subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever in the USA, and I will catch you later.